All right, today we're gonna do some wedge practice. Right now we got the TrackMan set up 120 to 150 yards, which we got our gap wedge and pitching wedge for these two shots. Gap wedge for me is 50 and 8 degrees, and I wanna say this is at 46. So let's go through some shots and kind of take you through the scratch golfer strategy to give you some tips. Because again, we wanna first be realistic with our expectations. A lot of players are thinking, hey, I gotta throw darts from this area. That's not really the case. I mean, if you're making par from 120 to 150, that's fantastic. Just look at some of these stats right here. So what we want to do is first have the right expectations, and then two, we want to have the right strategy. So the first thing we have to do is know how far we hit every wedge in the bag, and you have to do this over several sessions. This isn't like it just happens. I mean, this is going to be, for me, been months of a process. So 128 yards for me is probably going to be choked up just a little bit, and then kind of to my shoulder on the gap wedge. Full gap wedge is like 135, almost 140. So we're gonna go here. Pin is right there, kind of left center. So I'm gonna go actually just at that tree. I like to find something to identify, something easy when you look up here. Let's see what we can do. That was hit pretty well. Oof, 126 at the tree. Kind of like he called it. Wow, we didn't take that one. Lost 0.09 shots to the PGA Tour, but I'm not on the PGA Tour, so that feels like a win. All right, next up we got 135. So this is kind of an interesting distance, but as you can tell, the pin was all the way in the back and bunker is long, which is obviously the last place we want to be. So I will go with a full gap wedge. And for me, again, never aiming at the flag. I'm going to go at that house over there to the right. And we're just going to try and hit pretty much a stock gap wedge. Also hit pretty well. 125, kind of draws in there. Probably gonna lose some shots on the PGA Tour and it spun back. Would I be mad about it in the real world? Definitely not. Lost 0.17, no worries. So next shot is 122. I would probably grab my sand wedge but we're gonna hit with these two wedges just to hit some different shots and kind of walk you through my process. So let's say it's 122. But we have wind into us. If we have wind into us, obviously sand wedge would balloon up. It might go in the bunkers. It's not going to be great. The green is quite shallow as well. So for me, I'm thinking, okay, let's hit this 118. So 118, and again, let's just say there's imaginary wind coming in here. And so what I like to do is hit kind of a little knocky shot. So I will choke down on the club, and then I want to go to probably about right there and right there. You also kind of want to swing slightly slower. Still a good tempo. I don't want you to be super slow, but again, when you hit it high, it's going to balloon up, and we're imagining some wind here. So one thing I also like to do is call out the carry distance. So for me, when I'm back here, you know, it's 122. I'm not trying to hit it 122. Let's say for this one, it's 117. So I'm telling myself that. That's all I'm thinking about here. Again, choking down on it, sticking to my routine, go. Good. 109, oh no. Work out. Oh, that would just be frustrating. All right, so I would probably have used a sand wedge, but doesn't hurt to get creative. Next up, we got 129 to a front left pin. The bunker is the worst place you can be here. You can tell the pin is just over this one. If you look at these stats on the screen right now, you can see that no matter how good you get, bunkers are tough for amateur golfers. They're tough for pros. The pros only get up and down like 50% of the time from the sand, despite having custom wedges, unlimited practice time, and perfect sand. And, you know, don't get at me like, oh, but they, you know, have the harder pins. I don't care. It's their profession. Needless to say, what I want you to do is get in the habit of aiming away from the flag and giving yourself 20, 30 feet and being okay with it. This is not the time to try and get cute, dump it in the bunker, you invite bogey or worse sometimes. So again, for me, 129, I'm gonna go 134. I'm gonna go just to the right of the flag, kind of split the distance between the pin and the palm and be totally okay with 20 feet. Oh, it was a good miss, as is golf. Oh, good miss, that's gonna be all over it. Get up. Oh, barely did it. See, and that's the thing too, is that we need to take more club most of the time. You know, I'm a plus handicap and I'm still hitting plenty of miss hits. The problem I find that most golfers do is that they just don't take enough club and then they don't hit it good and then they're always going to be short. And again, we looked at the numbers, it's not good. So for this one, this is 136 straight in. I haven't even used the wedge yet, so we're going to keep the gap wedge. Middle pin, I'm going to go just a little right of it, playing that draw. Pretty much stock. I don't think that's going to be very good. Actually, good. What again? Good miss. That's all golf is. I would take that. Next up, we got 147. So here's a good lesson that I learned from Alex over at Decade Golf. Decade, again, is a course management system, stat tracking program. It's just awesome. I use it every round, will for the rest of my life. So what he said to do is for these front pins, we got to add more distance because again, like I said, we don't take enough club and we don't hit it good, we're short. So 147, I'm thinking 153 is really my number, which is a full pitching wedge. So again, I'm back here, I'm thinking, all right, 153. Now we got a kind of a weird pin. I don't want to bring that bunker into play, so I am going to go just to the right of it. I'm okay with it drawing and ending up on the left side. That was not good. Go. Yep, pushed it. That's frustrating. All right, that's when you got to have a mental reset because that would definitely be a struggle. So some things I recommend when you do hit a really bad wedge or just a bad shot like that is to, one, walk slow instead of just being all pissed off. Walking up there, be super intentional, calm down. In that case, I probably am going to be short-sighted in that bunker as well. I'm going to be okay with a bogey at that point. I'm obviously going to try and make par, but I'm not going to get cute, leave it in the bunker and make double. And then one other thing is just make sure you stick with your routine. So many golfers abandon it when stress happens, and that is the last thing we need. So next thing, we got 132 here. Let's go back to the gap wedge. And again, going to aim just a little right of the flag. And should be pretty much a, come on, should just be full gap just to the right there. Center ball position. Come back a little bit. Playing the new draw. I started playing a draw a few months ago. We'll take it. Again, 20-ish feet. I lost 0.19 shots to the PGA Tour. As an amateur golfer, I would take that all day. All right, another one here, 148. For me, I am thinking just a full pitching wedge here. I might play this one just a hair back of center. Trying to draw it just a little bit as my new shot shape. That should be pretty good. Didn't hit it great, but kind of thinned it. Work out all day. Work on those wedges, no doubt it's going to help you play wicked smart golf.